بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنما يخشى الله من عباده العلماء. In fact, only those among His servants who possess knowledge fear Allah. Your Excellency, Mr. Abdulaziz bin Mohammed Al-Fadl, Deputy Patron of Conference, Chairman of the Education and Training Quality Authority, Your Excellency, Dr. Ahmed Belhoul, State Minister of Higher Education of the United Arab Emirates, Your Excellencies, Dr. Susanna Karkhinyan, the President of the International Network for Quality Assurance Agencies in Higher Education, Presidents of networks, universities, and institutions, members of the International Network of Quality Assurance Agencies in Higher Education, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Today, we opened the 2017 INQUAHI conference titled Between Collaboration and Competition, the Promises and Challenges for Quality Assurance in Higher Education. I am pleased to welcome our distinguished guests who came to the Kingdom of Bahrain, attending this important conference hosted by the Education and Training Authority, an initiative of the Education Development project that was launched as part of the Bahrain Vision 2030, which has made and will continue to make huge progress towards its desired objectives. Ladies and gentlemen, it is education that shapes the lives of nations and reflects their civilization and urban development. As truly expressed by the sociologist Ibn Khaldun 650 years ago. In his book, Al-Muqaddimah, education is a necessity of life and urbanization, and is only possible through science and knowledge. In the Kingdom of Bahrain, our wise leadership understands the challenges we are facing and realizes the need for change and development, and works tirelessly to improve education, which provided those responsible for the development of education in Bahrain with a roadmap that was institutionalized by the Supreme Council for the Development of Education and Training, and was able to improve educational plans and evaluate educational institutions in order to achieve the desired change. With the beginning of the new millennium, many concepts have changed. Illiteracy is no longer limited to the inability to read or write. There is the illiteracy in information and communication technology. Some high school graduates are viewed in the workplace as university illiterate, because university education became a very important factor in employment throughout the world. This momentum resulted in a massive need to obtain university degrees through accredited and reliable institutions. Distance learning became widely spread, and many virtual institutions and universities were established, which weakened some quality standards that ensure strong and solid higher education institutions. We saw serious competition between universities, not in attracting creative, excellent students, but on a purely commercial basis, which overlooked the quality of education in order to make profit. This produced some university graduates who are unemployable in the labor market. On the other hand, in today's rapidly changing world, we see inspiring projects that transform their young owners from entrepreneurs to people with great creative ideas, turning them into some of the richest people in the world. These mark the beginning of a new generations of information technology that will keep evolving, and that is another challenge we face. Indeed, We need well-educated generations that can move from the field of education to their own field, where they put to practice their ideas and projects to the benefits of mankind and create work rather than becoming idle graduates waiting for jobs to knock their doors. Ladies and gentlemen, life is about opportunities, challenges, collaboration, and competition. And once higher education institutions succeed in producing good models that overcome challenges and seize opportunities, we will all progress faster than we imagine. The International Labour Organization has warned of the increase in unemployment rates throughout the world, reaching nearly 200 million unemployed persons in 2016. With an increase of 2.3 million from 2015. Other figures published by the Arab Labour Organization in 2014 show that the number of unemployed persons in the Arab countries alone reached 20 million, costing Arab economies an estimated $40 to $50 billion a year due to wasted investment opportunities. I believe that many of the problems of our countries are the same. One of them is the gap between skills and labor market requirements. Let us imagine what would happen if education, both in schools and universities, provides these unemployed with the skills and abilities that make them attractive to the labor market. All countries have adopted several serious education and training reforms and linked them to economy and labor market. Yet, how many of those projects were productive, successful in improving and developing skills, efficiency, and effectively of graduates of all levels? Now we come to the key question. How much cooperation is there between higher education institutions and higher education quality assurance agencies at national and international levels? The answers to these questions can save us many steps in the correction and development process. And I hope that this conference will address these questions and produce recommendations in this respect. Honorable guests, education is knowledge, and knowledge is power. And from my modest point of view, there is nothing in our life that deserves our collaboration and joint efforts more than education, in order to improve our status and enhance the performance of our institutions. Such collaboration is presented today by the International Network for Quality Assurance Agencies in Higher Education, through your participation in this conference to discuss its topics and overcome its challenges. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to conclude by extending my sincere thanks and gratitude to His Majesty, King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, King of Bahrain, for his kind patronage of all education and training development in the kingdom, and his thorough vision of our present and future. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to His Royal Highness Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, the Prime Minister, for his continuous support of educational efforts in order for our country to progress and our citizens to prosper. My thanks and gratitude are also extended to His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince, for his continuous encouragement and support and comprehensive education reform and development of initiatives to the benefit of our society, country, and future generations to come. On behalf of my colleagues in the Education and Training Quality Authority, I hereby extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Mubarak Al Khalifa, the Deputy Prime Minister and Chairman of the Supreme Council for the Development of Education and Training, for his patronage of this conference and his continuous encouragement to continue working to achieve the desired status for Bahrain at regional and international levels. I would also like to extend my utmost thanks and gratitude to His Excellency Mr. Abdulaziz bin Mohammed Al Fadl, Chairman of the Education and Training Quality Authority, for his most appreciated and cherished support and guidance, and for the Bahrain Quality Authority Board of Directors for their support all over the years. I would also like to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to the members of the International Network for Quality Assurance Agencies in Higher Education for their attendance, participation, and productive research they contributed to this conference that will certainly enhance the development of education and training quality assurance process. I would also like to extend my deepest gratitude and thankfulness to my colleagues in the Education and Training Quality Authority, who have gone far in organizing this conference, and for their dedication and keenness on the success and achievements of its desired outcome. I would also like to thank the official sponsors of this conference, namely the Labour Fund, Tamkeen, Gulf Petrochemical Industrial Company, GPIC, and Bahrain National Gas Company, Benagas, for sponsoring this conference and their continuous support, wishing them ever-increasing progress and prosperity. Thank you all once again, and for being here today, and God bless you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.